welcome back to another video, and today is another day of the Zero to Gold Cap Challenge. Now just stick around and enjoy the video. Okay, so for today I would like to announce that it is the 31st of January, which means it's the end of the Dala RSPCA fundraiser for the month of January. I have managed to raise up to £283.88. This is absolutely amazing, and to be honest, thank you for helping me raise this much for a charity I care about. So thank you very much. That is pretty damn awesome. So I'm probably going to do it next year, to be honest, because it turned out pretty damn awesome, and I am chuffed to absolute bits with the amount of generosity from you guys. Aside from that, let's get on to today's video. Now, today's video is pretty damn simple, and that is we are in the Molten Core. We will be going over all of the other bits. I managed to run this with all of my other characters, which we will go through the Molten Core with as well, but we're just going to finish this up with our Demon Hunter to show how I like to do it. Now, with these guys, these Molten Giants at the beginning, they actually have a chance of dropping the Blood of the Mountain, which is a pretty damn awesome and very valuable type of, well, material that you can get hold of from vanilla. That is because it is worth a great deal for certain different types of crafts. To be honest, it is an amazing farm in order to do, especially with this raid, so to speak. You can do this one, like just killing the Molten Giants, just by killing them all inside the actual raid, then running out and resetting the instance. Do not kill a raid boss and you can reset them. But obviously we are actually running this entire raid. Now, other than that, you can also get hold of a lot of Dark Iron Ore. So you can pair this with a mining character. So when you're going around, going to get loads of the Blood of the Mountain, you can see all of the Dark Iron Ore veins and do the instant respawn, well, and do the reset for that as well to increase your gold per hour. The gold per hour for Dark Iron Ore at this moment in time, if we go into mining, is about 16,000 gold on my realm. So this is actually well worth it to run in with your mining character, mine all the nodes and run back out and reset the instance. Now, this one here, we're going to have to kill all of the bosses in this entire run. And that is because we need to summon Ragnaros to get our chance of getting some Fiery Core already at a market value of 76 gold and a min buyout of 112 gold. So that's pretty damn awesome. I will shove my Looter Praiser on and shove it up here so you guys can see as we go. We've got some Essence of Fire as well, and to be honest, with this raid I only really go for, if I've got a miner, I will go for the Dark Iron Ore. If I'm doing a complete clear, I will just bring my miner or any character, so to speak. I'll mine up these Dark Iron deposits that are dotted around the raid, but I don't really focus primarily on gathering up all these adds because I like to do it pretty damn fast, and at the end of the day I tend to just focus on getting hold of Bloods of the Mountain and getting hold of the Dark Iron Ore and getting hold of all of the other different types of materials. So if I do kill some adds on the way, that's cool, but it's not going to be my primary source of gold for this. You can do a full clear if you really want to. I primarily do not like doing that and just focus solely on getting Bloods of the Mountain, Dark Iron Ore, and any of the BOEs that actually drop from this, so like the ones from Ragnaros. So we're coming up to the third boss at this moment in time, and he's literally just going to be an instant kill with a... oh, we actually got a pattern. Not good, because I want to be able to sell this stuff. But like every other farm, you're not going to get all that much, and we're actually coming up to some of the bosses which will drop some awesome loot. Here we got a BOE, but that's only like worth 4 gold on this realm, so I will probably just vendor it because it usually is cheaper to do that. And we got the belt, which is 154 gold. That's actually pretty good. I'll keep that. So if you see, I'm keeping all of the stuff I want to sell in this side here, and there's my Blackwing layer stuff for this character. So Gar has a chance of dropping hold of the Blessed Blade Windseeker like bindings of the 3-parters, and pretty much it's on a very low drop chance, and so does Baron-Geddon in this raid. And if you get both from each one respectively, you can then do the quest line to get hold of the Blessed Blade, Thunder Fury Blessed Blade of the Windseeker. Yes, we know all about that in trait chat, so it's worth noting if you are going to do a full clear that it drops off those bosses. So Gar is just the guy that we just killed, or any of that jazz. So you really don't have to worry with a Demon Hunter all that much. And they've got like speed boosts, which are absolutely awesome, because at the end of the day, who wants to do a raid slower than they really can? I personally don't, and I've just realised I've been clicking the entire time, mainly because I don't have a good excuse. So insert excuse right there. But yeah, pretty much these ads like to drop loads of useless crap that you can get a hold of, but at the end of the day, I'm really not coming in here for it. If the ads are in my way, I'll kill them. If they're not, then I'm not going to bother. But we have to drop down here. But I'm coming up here at this moment in time because this is usually part of my route, as the Major Domo guy will spawn here. If he isn't spawned here, then there's another boss you've missed in order to take out, and it's usually this guy down here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to drop down, and I am going to boom, 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 kill and kill, and kill that guy as well. So yeah, we've done that, and we actually got a hold of a battle pet, which is Mark of the Flame. We've got quite a lot of these after doing it with my ads and all that jazz, but they are a fairly common battle pet, so at the end of the day, you're really not gaining all that much from these battle pets. It's mainly just coming here for any rare BOE greens and or some of the fiery cores, the lava cores, and any of the old world materials that you can sell on the auction house. Obviously, essences of earth and fire aren't worth a great deal, but the other ones I used for the Grim Guzzler quest lines in order to get reputation up, in order to get hold of some really rare blacksmithing patterns. And as you can see, Major Domo Exodus is now spawned. So what we're going to have to do is just kill him. And we are nearly done with the raid actually, so it's pretty damn awesome. But at the end of the day, I generally do not have the Blessed Blade, well, Thunder Fury Blessed Blade of the Windseeker, mainly because it's hasn't dropped for me all that much. I've got like one binding, which is the right one, and I never bothered to follow it up, so my fault. But at the end of the day, this is another reason why I like Demon Hunters, because you can just get around pretty damn sharpish from areas and just get around the actual raid pretty damn fast. So you really don't have to worry all that much, and you can kill things pretty damn easy. So yeah, I tend to love Demon Hunters, so to speak, just because of their utility. But yeah, now we're going to head over to Ragnaros because all of the raid bosses are dead, and obviously this is my route and how I like to do it. Obviously your ones are going to be a lot different than mine, but at the end of the day, I'm showing you how I like to do it, and maybe you want to save some time by doing mine or not. It's really completely up to you. But after we've killed Ragnaros, all we're going to be doing is going over all of the stuff that we got a hold of, so that shouldn't be a problem all that much. But now it's just a case of running over to Ragnaros. So that being the case, I'm just going to fast forward because this is the boring part where I'm completely running for ages. We are now at Major Domo Exodus, and all you got to do is now talk to him because he's pleading with his life so you don't kill him, and he will summon Ragnaros for us. Obviously this guy's going to die because he's just summoned Ragnaros, and Ragnaros is a bit of a grouchy bastard when he comes on. But at the end of the day, there will be a load of dialogue between these two, and this is where you just sit back and you just watch the show like a million times if you're going to do it with a load of ults, which I have already done prior. So yeah, I've done it on like 4 other characters with Blackwing Lair, and we'll be going through all of the stuff that we actually managed to get a hold of. So that's pretty damn awesome. So as you can tell, we're not getting all that much for this one run. It's really not that great for me at this moment in time, but maybe we can boost this up with the off chance of killing Ragnaros. We can actually get our Orb of Deception. So it's really like an RNG based thing for like 0.2% of getting the Orb of Deception from this boss and from Nefarious. So Lord Victor. Yeah, you basically get a nice chance of getting a hold of it. It's not overly that bad. I've got it a couple of times, and let's see if we got it. And it looks like we have not, but we managed to get a min buyout of the Feathermoon headdress. I will sell that, and the Battlecaller gauntlets. How much is it to sell? How much is it to think? It's 21 gold, and it's at a 0.02 drop chance. I will sell those because I am super lazy. But at the end of the day, that is the end of the run. We've killed Ragnaros, so let's port back to Dalaran, and we can go over the stuff that we got a hold of. Okay, so let's go through vendoring all of our stuff. So we'll just sell our trash as and when. We will sell all of these soulbound items. You can disenchant them, but it usually is cheaper if you just vendor them, to be honest, because like disenchant value on this stuff is like, it says like 21 gold, but really it's really, really bad. Usually double check it before you do it, but at the end of the day, you're not really going to make all that much. But we got a decent amount of raw gold from it, so really not that fussed. So that being the case, we are pretty damn happy with all of the actual stuff that we got a hold of. So that being the case, let's actually go through the stuff that we got from Blackwing Lair, because we've already got the fiery cores, 3 of those, 19 of the Essence of Fire, plus Essence of Earth for a BOE epic. Lava cores, we got 3 of those, Harbinger of Flame, and we got some Battlecaller gauntlets and the headdress. So that's from the Molten Core. The Blackwing Lair, of course, we actually got a 50k recipe, which is the bottomless bag at 0.02% sell rate, and it's for 54,946 gold min buyout from Blackwing Lair. So this is Blackwing Lair stuff. We also skinned a load of stuff with some Black Dragon scales for like min buyout of 80 gold, so pretty damn happy on that. Also, my classic skinning is pretty bad, but we also got some Elementium ingots, which sell for a min buyout of 175, and we also got a load of gems and a couple of pieces of transbol which we can sell, and some rune cloth. So all in all, it's been quite good for like however how long it actually took us to do this raid. It took us about 10 minutes to do the Molten Core, and it took us roughly about 10 minutes to do Blackwing Lair, so 20 minutes per character. You can get a pretty decent amount of gold. But let's send all of this stuff over to our characters, and then we can just send that over to Giblet, and then we'll just do a full recount of what we've actually got. So, that being the case, that is 700 gold we're going to send over, well, 1,700 gold, leaving us with 14 in our bags. So that's pretty damn good. Okay, and then the stuff that we managed to get from our farm with our shaman, and that is with the Blackwing Lair stuff, we managed to get a Death Talon Whelp Guard. We also got some spolders, some unseen spolders, so to speak. We got 7 Elementium ingots from that. We also got a hold of the Basilisk Bone, which is one of the best BOEs for me, and that is for like 1,000 gold. That's really not that bad. And we got some shoulder pads, low-end transmog here, some more gems, and some slippers, which are like 400 gold, so that's not bad. And from the Molten Core, we got a Blood of the Mountain, which is valued at 2,389 gold. And I might add this into Worth It as the miscellaneous thing, so I might have to collect some data on that, because that's actually a pretty damn good farm. But at the end of the day, we did get hold of a pattern, which is one of the low tier patterns for like 19 gold sellable on my auction house, which is really bad. But other than that, we got some more fiery cores, we got some pieces of transmog from Ragnaros, lava cores and all that jazz, and elemental earth, which sells for a decent amount of gold, 7 gold market value, but at the moment it's like min buyout of 40 gold, so I'm really not going to dispute that, so to speak. So we'll send that over to Giblet along with 400 gold, and we'll make sure that we can actually get a load of this. Obviously I'm going to evaluate all of this stuff once everything's been sent to Giblet and see overall what we've actually managed to get for so that would be an hour and 20 minutes of farming, and we can see how much gold we've actually gotten a hold of just by doing 2 raids. And we also got some low end patterns for like 3 gold. It's pretty damn bad for that one with the Blackwing Lair. So obviously raids are RNG, but they're very, very fun to do. With the Molten Core, we got hold of the Needler, which is like 99 gold min buyout. And also we got hold of the Wyrmsair Spolders. They actually look pretty damn cool. I kind of like that type of style with shoulder pads. So at the end of the day, if I like it, I'm probably going to look at them a bit more. But other than that, more Essence of Fire, Essence of Earth, and Fiery Cores. We got some Lava Cores, and we actually got to put a Spell Power enchant for 30 gold. So that's not too bad. Let's send that over to Giblet as well, along with 900 gold. And shove all of this stuff in the bags so they can get hold of all of that. Apparently my pet journal was full with the untamed hatchlings. Generally they're not worth all that much. It's really not that much of a bother. We actually have some Shelderai Silk from when I went over to the Nighthold. Yeah, I was trying to get hold of that recipe and it didn't drop, so bad times. So let's go over to Corthana, who is our last character to go over all of her stuff, and then we can evaluate all of it for an hour and 20 minutes worth of farming. Now with Corthana, I shoved it all in her mailbox because I was generally lazy. So I put it into a new tab which was called Raid Loot. And because she's a miner, we managed to mine up 1 extra Blood of the Mountain and 45 Dark Iron Ore. So that increased our gold dramatically from 1 run. So 1 run netted us with 45 gold, 45 Dark Iron Ore. I think you can imagine what 10 runs gets you from doing this. Quite a lot of Dark Iron Ore at a min buyout of 28 gold. So we'll take that out. We got hold of the Elemental Earth and 3 more Bloods of the Mountain, along with Essence of Fiery Cores and Elementum Ingots and a Harbinger Flame. Now obviously with the Blackwing Lair we already went over what we got, but we got Arcane Crystals. We got that schematic, that was 30k, pretty damn happy on that. And yeah, pretty damn happy on the way things are going just by using 4 ults, all parked to the same raid. It takes 10 minutes to do, so really not going to complain about how much we've actually managed to achieve, because this is going to be the bulk of the majority of our run. So that being the case, we'll send this over to Giblet and then we can evaluate how much gold we've actually made. Sending over 700 gold from our bags, and you do get a decent amount of raw gold when you're actually doing this with your characters, so it's definitely well worth it when you're actually going over there. So let's go over to Giblet and evaluate everything that we got in an hour and 20 minutes. Okay, so with Giblet, let's actually go over how much we've actually got and the gold for the day is at the same time, I would say. So at this moment in time, we will gather up all of the stuff that we got hold of. Obviously we got some expires, but we don't want that to mix in for what we've actually got. So that being the case, let's pull in all of this extra additional gold along with all the stuff that has been sent over, so we aren't going to have a massive kerfuffle when we do going through all of this stuff. So we'll pull in all of this extra additional gold that we got a hold of from doing the raid and all of the little bits, and then we'll take out all of the expires and go through the gold for the day, because that's just going to fudge with our numbers, so to speak. So yeah, you probably could do this through the guild bank, but obviously if you haven't already remembered, Giblet is not a part of my actual guild. He's still part of the Servants of Enzoth, because I will not, I repeat, not disband that guild, because I love that guild so much, because I made it in like MOP, and yeah, it was ahead of its time, so to speak. But let's bag value it. All of the stuff for an hour and 20 minutes is 122,388 gold. That's pretty damn good. Well worth an hour and 20 minutes just running this with all of my characters. With that being the case, let's get into the gold for the day, which is, at least I didn't buy the big stuff that was worth a ton more. We also sold 157 dredged leather for 2,953 gold, because we still only have rank 1. But we will get that rank 2 and then up to rank 3 and didn't do that farm that's bringing in a lot of gold at the moment for Happy. Pretty damn awesome seeing his numbers go through the roof. I really need to get in on this like sooner rather than later. With the giant dinosaur bones, I sold 2,476 of those for 1,270 gold. not an awful lot, but you get a lot in one farm. And we also sold some highborn compendiums of the storms for 3,278 gold respectively. So 18,305 gold overall, pulling that in. And that has pretty much, we haven't sold a Vial of the Sands or Mechanized Chopper yet, they're still on the auction house. But we are currently sat at 110,323 gold overall. So now let's post this to the auction house and then it gets onto our next farms. Other than that, guys, thank you so much once again for helping out with the RSPCA fundraiser. It truly has meant a lot. And other than that, guys, have an awesome rest of the day and I shall see you on the next video, which will be tomorrow.